there, avid listeners. Thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope you're having a wonderful time. All right, so today we're going to be talking about Lore Olympus by Rachel Smythe. Many of you may be familiar with this. It is the #1 webtoon phenomenon. I have to say, definitely love it. I'm a huge fan of the webtoon as it is. I literally tune in every Saturday to read the Fast Pass episode, because of course I Fast Pass it. And what's really great is, honestly, her storytelling and the way that she has decided to reinterpret Greek mythology is very creative. I love her story. And you know what's funny? I was one of those people who, you've probably seen it pop up on Facebook and swiped past it. I used to do that all the time. I used to be like, oh, this is interesting. You know, I'd read the few panels in the ad occasionally. And then I'd be like, pass, right? I don't know what finally made me do it. And I have no regrets. But one day I was just scrolling through Facebook, bored, because that's usually what I do when I'm bored. I don't even pay attention to half the stuff that's there. I'm just kind of like scroll like a mindless zombie. Sometimes I just need a break. And I stopped on it and I'm like, okay, let me see what this is all about, right? Installed the app on my phone and I read it every Saturday now. I'm addicted. I'm hooked. I think it's amazing. Absolutely love it. So Lore Olympus mainly focuses on the story of Persephone and Hades. And it's retelling that story, but of course, you have the whole Greek pantheon there as well. And, gosh, I wish I could tell you, like, it's about Persephone and Hades, 100%. But it explores all the other gods as well. You know, it does take a stab at reinterpreting Greek mythology in such a wonderful way. And just so you know, every episode, including this book, does start with a content warning because it does deal regularly with themes of physical and mental abuse, sexual trauma, and toxic relationships. That is a direct quote from the content warning itself from Smythe. You know, she does say, some of the interactions in this volume may be distressing for some readers. Please exercise discretion and seek out the support of others if you require it. 100%. Yes, this webtoon has... It deals with a lot of heavy themes. But what I like about it is there's always a sense of hope at the end. These characters are struggling just as much as anyone is. And it's relatable because of that. It is 100% relatable to see these characters deal with Hades. And you're seeing... So, Lore Olympus Volume 1 is only the first 25 episodes. So you're really seeing a lot of Hades' insecurities. You're seeing how he thinks of himself by the people he keeps in his company, including Minith. Oh, I can't stand Minith. And you're seeing how he doesn't really... Sorry, I got sucked into reading again. It's so good, even though I've already read it like 3 times now. you're seeing just how little he thinks of himself. He feels like he doesn't deserve a lot. Firstborn son of Kronos and Rhea, and he was the first one eaten, and you're seeing how he's still kind of dealing with all of that baggage, that pain, that angst, that fear and sadness and loneliness that came with it. So it is very powerful to kind of see him pull his head out of the darkness. And that's what I love about it. That is honestly what I love about this story. What I love about the characterization. And I think it's amazing to see these gods, these all-powerful Greek gods, just kind of brought down to a very human, very relatable level. And that's what makes it so good, that these characters are relatable, that they're going through real life situations. Persephone has been sheltered her entire life. Her mother, Demeter, is such a helicopter mom that she basically kept her in a sort of gilded cage. She kept Persephone away from the gods, limiting her interactions, controlling who she could and could not be friends with. And you're seeing, you understand that Demeter she means well. But you're just seeing how detrimental it is to Persephone as a whole, At some point, when does someone start thinking, like, am I the problem here? Like, is something wrong with me that you don't want me interacting with everyone? So it's really very relatable to see these characters brought to life in the way that, Rachel does it. And it's compelling. And I loved it, especially Persephone's story arc. I don't want to give anything away, but wow. I completely connected to her story arc. And I'm on season 2, episode 120 something right now. But I can't stress this enough. I really do highly recommend Lore Olympus. And Smythe, she does her own artwork as well, and I love her artwork. I love her scenery. I love her paneling. I love her angles and use of shadows, her texture, how she adds texture within the scenes. Oh, I love when she does scenescapes too. Because some of her scenescapes, like the underworld, I think the underworld is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love her rendition of it, her version of it. I love her use of colors for skin tones. Persephone's pink, and then you have Eros, who's kind of like a violet, and then you have Athena, who's very purple. Not Athena, Artemis, who's very purple. And Hades is blue. Hermes is red. I think it's just, and Hera is gold, and Zeus is purple. Colors have a lot of meaning, historically speaking. So just to look at the color context in which, it's just and it's funny too. Her writing is so relatable. It's funny, it's realistic. I think it's great. I love her story. I think Ooh, another scenescape. Love it. Sorry, I'm like flipping through it. Her scenery and scenescapes are beautiful. They're wonderful. I love everything about this webtoon. Love it. 100%. 100% love it. So I have to give this 5 out of 5. Like, that's any surprise. I mean, I read this series like every week. Even when I was in the hospital giving birth. I gave birth Saturday afternoon, and Saturday night I'm like, where's my phone? I need to read Lore Olympus. Where is it? Where is it? That was me at the hospital after I gave birth. I'm not even exaggerating. I needed to read Lore Olympus. So, honestly, I think everyone should buy this. You're probably thinking, well, why should I buy it if I can just read it on Webtoon for free? Because you're supporting the author, because she's brilliant, because this has an extra bonus chapter in here that is not in the Webtoon, and definitely deserving of reading. Love it. 100%. Love it. Definitely can't wait to buy volume 2. Love it. So, once again, this was Lore Olympus, Volume 1 by Rachel Smythe. You can purchase it on BarnesandNoble.com, BooksAMillion.com, Bookshop.org. I just ask that you purchase it from your local bookseller or online book retailer instead of purchasing it from Amazon. All for supporting your local bookstores. And even if there's no bookstore in your neighborhood, if you're going to go online to shop anyway, just go on a book website and shop. That's my mentality. And on that note, I hope you all will continue to support me here by liking this podcast and sharing it with all your book loving friends. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.